So, hi Army! I'm here with another reading, and this is a very interesting reading. I prepared this reading since 3 days. I wanted to do it, but then, the On Music video came out, and I was inspired by other ideas that I had, so I did some other readings in between that are already out on but I was preparing this for some time now, and today I want to record it and I want to upload it so you guys have it. This is healing through a date, an imaginary date with our boys, BTS, and you see 7 piles in front of you. And I jokingly said when I opened up the winter package that I want to do with the houses, I want to do a reading, and that's what I'm doing. If you see here, this is pile 1. I just want to show you, and you have to choose, please, the piles, which house you like, or, whatever draws you in. So this is pile 1, the house. And I want to show you the woman, because the woman is you. And I don't open up what it's saying, so you don't know, you just choose by your intuition and your picture. So this is pile 1. Date 1. Let's call it date 1. This is date 2. This is date 3. And I just picked them as the universe gave it to me, And with whom you have the date, it's under the picture of the house, This is a houseboat. That's a boat right there. This is date 4. Can you see that? Yes. This is date 5. So please choose what you are most drawn to. Listen to your intuition, listen to your soul, because we want to do healing here. So I will tell you what you need to heal and how your situation is. Date 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, date 6. I want to give you an imaginary date, and you can imagine that with the boy that's under the picture, and then your soul can heal whatever issue it's having. This is date number 7. Okay? So please choose whatever date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the timestamps are under the video as always, guys. And please choose if you recognize yourself in a woman or if you like a house. Of course, there are those people who are of you, those army that already have the winter package, so you guys know what is under the houses. So you can just choose your bias, or you can just choose when to whatever woman you're drawn to if you don't want to choose your bias. Okay, that doesn't matter. It's healing energy. So in either case, even if you know who that person is, you will still heal. This is a reading about healing your soul. Okay. See you at the reading. Bye, guys. So, hi, guys. Let's start with our first date. And you crash this house. I wonder who lives in those houses. When they see their house on YouTube. Think, oh no, don't crash my house. So, and we'll see with whom you have this date, Let me see how I do that. Let's see with whom you're having your date. And this is, and it's Junie. So I get Junie now. Junie. So let's put him here. Goofed. Flower. So here we go. Now we have your date. Now we have your date with Junie ready. So first I want to look into your energy and the energy of your situation right now. And then we look, I want that this date, this imaginary date, that you guys, if you feel that this is your pile because the situation I describe is yours, the universe wants you to go on this date with Junie just to imagine this date with him to heal. Okay, that's why I'm doing this. I mean, why should we imagine a date with the boys, if this will never happen? Because there's healing involved. And I want that you guys imagine this kind of date. We want to look also at the end, I look how the date looks like, and then you imagine this. Okay, you imagine this, and this will heal you, and I show you what will be healed. So first I ask the universe, what is the energy? And we have she who avenges, nemesis, revenge, outcomes, justice. And I don't know if this she who avenges comes or resonates with you, but I feel this person, how she's sitting there relaxed. This is, when I look at this, she looked she looked at her cards. So see, those are tarot cards. So for me, this looks like someone who consults tarot. So you do that probably on a regular basis. Maybe you even read your own tarot. But for me, it looks like you're saying, come on, what is it you want from me? What is it? And she's ready to cheer. She says, hey, come on. She's self-confident, but also calm. So let's look what this means in this context. What does that mean? What is going on? And we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And we have the Universe. This is a beautiful card, right? What I see here, because of the Universe card, I really see that you are some kind of healer, because I also saw that here with the tarot card. So you could really be someone that heals people too. So if you watch it and you are kind of a healer, but then of course this is for you. This could also mean that there's always someone there for you. What I see here is that you work really hard towards your goal, this is like, you see she's calculating stuff, so maybe, I don't know what you're working on, but I see here that you're working very hard, and maybe you sometimes don't see that there are people to help you, because I see this guy here helping her. So this could be someone in your surroundings. This is the same guy that's the world with her, So what I see here is that there's a person in your surroundings that's helping you, but you're not together with that person. You're single. I see that here. And I also see that you need some rest. You're very overworked. You need some rest, and you might need to ask people to help you with your work. That's important, what I see, because I see here, I feel that she needs some rest, That's what I see in this card. I don't see a person who avenges or who seeks for justice. I see a person, well, it could be, but I see moreover a person that is always there for others, always helping others, and but you have a hard time asking. So let's keep on moving. So guys, for me it is important that you see your situation and that we can see how that imaginary date with Junie might help you, So if we look at this, I really feel that you need also to accept help from others to reach everything what you want in life, because we have the universe here. So you are a very spiritual person. You can manifest things. I see that here. And, for me, I see you need also help from other people, and they are there. But sometimes you just want to do the things alone, Yeah, and you're very focused on the outcome, because there's that word outcome also here. So you're a very focused person, you know. Okay. Yeah. So what have you seen in dreams about this? So we have the temple here. Number 7 and 2. This also equals 9, which means you're doing almost everything alone. Yeah, you are a person that is very much oriented on the outcome, and that's why you always take on things to yourself. And maybe you dreamed a lot about temples, Buddha, I see here. And of course, you know, this means like taking some rest, you know. The universe is really guiding you to relax, to take some rest, you know. And here we have those. Yeah, let's see if we can put this here. So the universe is advising you to rest. And we also have this here. This card says regeneration. Then we have the round and round. And we have the yin. And the yin energy is the receptive energy. And what I feel here strongly is that you are more in your yang energy. As you see that here, this is like a person that, you know, she looks like a single person. Well, you could be in a relationship, but you know, you take on all the tasks. You do everything on yourself, because you know then the outcome is okay. You know, then the outcome is just what you want if you do everything on your own. But you are very burdened, you know, because sometimes you don't even ask for help, because you think you can achieve everything on your own. But you know, here this card shows me you can achieve more if you let other people help you. And here you see that you need regeneration. You need some rest. You see this earth is really burning, and you need the light to shine on you. And I see that here too, you know. Look at this. Going back into your shell, you know. This is also the card for me for Cancer. And Cancers, you could be a Cancer, I don't know, but I think you're more like a fire sign. So fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. I feel very much a fire sign energy here from you. But it could be because I said Cancer, because Cancers, they really can do that, to get back into their shell, you know. Try to relax a little bit and get back into your yin energy, your receptive energy. That's like here, taking a rest, you know. Taking a rest and going into the receptive energy. That's important for you. And that's very important for you. So let's focus on the date. Let me see if I can put this here. We don't need those, you know. This is more important here. Okay, so when you go to that house with Junie, and the funny thing is how those cards always resonate, you know, and you go into it says quiet times. Take your time to relax, be still, and you know, being happy in being alone. Look at this. So this is all what you need right now, and this is what the universe wants to give you. And what we see here is we have the date. Okay, are you ready? So you guys eat ice cream. I got this in from Spirit. So when you come to Junie's house, you guys eat ice cream, and then you go outside for a walk into nature. I mean, isn't that so Junie? Isn't that so Junie? And you guys relax there. So I think this is a very good thing to imagine, you know. Imagine laying there with Junie, and it's almost like maybe you also go and take a bath together, maybe. I don't know. But you're like laying there and relaxing, eating ice cream and relaxing and talking, you know? And that's what Junie is saying to you. This came out really, guys. I admire your enthusiasm for your work. So, you know, we saw that. You're a very person, you really love working. I mean, we saw that in the beginning. That's why you need to relax a little bit and chill a little bit. So imagine eating ice cream with Junie, bathing with him, you know, just having a cool date. And then I asked the universe, what is coming out of this date? Like, when you imagine this with Junie in your mind, you know, when you crash that house with him, I asked the universe, what is the outcome? Well, what is your soul craving from this, you know? And those two cards came out. First is this one, and I think that's very cool. So it says, healing, ease, calm, release, and peace. So when you imagine eating ice cream with him and laying there, look at this beautiful landscape, you know. When you imagine this and you know how much you worked for that, you know how much you need the rest, then your soul really feels that healing. And this card also came out, discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. What I think you really have this illusion that only you, like only if you work very hard, you achieve that. Only if, that's your illusion, I think. Only if you work really hard and like if you have this illusion when you take 1 minute to relax. Let me see, how can I, oh man, like when you not working and you take a minute to relax, you think that's not getting you anywhere, but how the universe is saying you need to heal that, you know. You need to heal this discerning, this skill, you know, from discerning truth from illusion, because you think only when you make it, only when you work hard on it. Of course this is true to some degree, but you also need to learn to share it with people, you know, to work with people. Otherwise you only work alone, and then you burned out very fast, you know. And if you imagine the state, just imagine the state with Junie and the ice cream. That's why those cards came out. And I really asked, you know, I really want to take this as a psychology thing, because, you know, why should I make a reading on what to date, what an imaginary date with a guy looks like with Junie, you know? This would make no sense. But here it makes sense, because if you imagine this and you see all these cards that came out, you find healing. You find healing, and you find this discernment that you can, you know, you can also have a nice day at home, bathing, you know, being in hermit mode, and someone else takes care of your business. You know, sometimes if, like, you know, there are a lot of people, I feel here also an energy of a self-employed person, like someone who works from home, or you are a writer, someone who has a creative process, and sometimes you're really burned out, you know. So please have your date with Junie. Imagine that, and I think you feel better after a while, you know. That's why I want to do these readings, because, you know, people would say, well, why you do a reading about having a date with Junie? Well, to help you with your, this is a psychological thing here, you know, and it's really cool. I think it works. So have your date with Junie, your ice cream date on this. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next date. Bye, guys. And please comment on the videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And please like the video. That helps to circulate it, okay? Bye, guys. So, guys, next house we're crushing is this blue house. And for everyone who has not seen the winter package, you don't know which guy is living in this house. Not in reality though, you know. Let's see. Ooh, so you're having a date with Hobie. So let's get Hobie. Let's get Hobie. There he is. Isn't he fitting to that blue house? I mean, isn't it crazy how this this is so crazy, you know. This house is really fitting to this image here. It's so cool. So cool. So first I have your energy and then I explain everything. So this is what I got for your energy. That's the one you you choose. Maybe you choose by this pile or by the house, I don't know. But it says, she who whispers, conscia, secrets, confessions, confidant. So what I feel here is a person you are very, like people can rely on you. If you tell someone, well, tell me your secret, I keep it, you are like this, you know. People can go to you, they can talk to you, you keep secrets. You are a person people can confess to. Maybe there's also some secret in your life right now that you cannot say or you don't know. It could be also the other way around. So let's look into your energy first. So what do we have here? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Is this working from... We have the Devil. The Devil is an earth sign, Capricorn. It represents Capricorn, so you could be a Capricorn. And we have the Moon. So, let me see, together with the secrets, confessions. It could also be that you're not telling yourself something. I see here you're trying to manifest something. I mean, you're trying to manifest something. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So it looks like for a long time she's trying to revive that flower there, but this flower is dead. You see that? But she doesn't even look behind her because the rose bush is here. You see that? So you're focusing on something that's already dead. You're trying to manifest it again. It could be an ex situation with your ex-friend or ex-boyfriend, or maybe they had secrets and it came out and then you left them, or you're trying to revive, bring something back to life that's already dead, and you don't look that somewhere else another bush is growing and so many roses there are, but you don't see it. It's behind you. And this Devil card is for me like people were telling you things. That's also maybe in the secrets, and you writing your own secrets in your book, you know. Maybe you have a book where you write in all your secrets, you know. And people were telling you beliefs, and you were believing in things that weren't even true. Like they kept you thinking a special way, but you realize that now, that what was that what you were thinking, like this could be also old belief system, and right now you're realizing that all what you're thinking, all what you were believing in was kind of not true. For me, this feels like a bond with a person, the Devil. That's a very passionate bond also, you know, someone who's close to you, and maybe you know their secrets, you know, and you thought this person was one way, but it actually turned out this person was using you too, and it was a totally different way, because the Moon is also about secrets coming out and you're manifesting it. See how she's trying to manifest something that's deep inside of her? And that's all about also fears, you know, she's trying to conquer her fears, the fears that are inside of her, and she's trying to stay there. even if this ugly looking crab is here. I don't know. She's still there trying to manifest that, and that means conquering your fears. Yeah, I think you were watering a flower that was dead already. It's like you being in a relationship that's already dead, but you were trying and working on it and working on it and working on it, but actually you were dependent on this relationship, and now you realize that. Maybe this is the secret that came out to yourself, you know, and you couldn't acknowledge it. You couldn't tell it to yourself, you know. Yeah. I think something what you believed in crashed down. And right now you have fears to move forward, maybe because you don't see the rose bush behind you. That's blowing. Why did I say blowing? That's growing. And, you know, face your fears, the universe is saying. And you've been watering that for a long time, but you realize now that it was, maybe also you realize there was a secret, because this looks like a secret society for me. So maybe you were also realizing that this bush here, you were watering, you were fighting for this relationship, maybe there were secrets, they came out, you know, and now you're facing the fear to move forward. We'll see, you know. So what you could dream about is about this clock. You know, clocks that tell you it's time. Maybe you were seeing clocks in your dreams, you know, look at this card, it's saying clocks. The time. There's the number 11, so it's pointing to an 11. 11 is 1-1, a new start, twice a new start, also a new start with a new person. You know, so maybe that was maybe that was also the secret, that you met someone new and you didn't tell anyone, and by doing that, by meeting this other person, you realized you were watering something that wasn't even growing anymore, and you were kind of holding on to the wrong things. And now you're facing your fears to move away from that, you know, and move to the other person that you met. This could also be, you know, please take it as it resonates. So what is the universe saying you need to do? So it's saying to be fair and building blocks. Yeah, look at this. This to be fair, it's justice. You are a person that's always fair. This is like the devil energy here, because the devil usually bounds two people onto each other, you know. And you wanted to be fair. I think you really met someone new, and you wanted to know if you can move on with the other person. Because you realized that something in your old relationship was holding you back, being your true self. You couldn't face your fears, you know. And to be fair, yes, you want to be fair. Maybe you are also married. I don't know. But you want to be fair. You're a person, you want to be fair. And you built these blocks with the other person, you know. You see now you were building blocks, but on those blocks you were the only one building it. Because I see here this woman being alone, and here also in this card there is no relationship. There's someone, like, you are alone watering that flower. There's no one else. So maybe they say it's time to move on from this relationship because you were building blocks alone, and maybe you met someone else and you realized that, you know. Yeah, so let's move this away. So let's see your date with Hobie, and why is it important to have this date. So what is the purpose of this date? Okay, and we got this card, time to move on. See, she's looking at all the storm. There's a storm coming, and she's very much into her into her emotions, but there are rose-colored clouds, you know, and it says it's time to move on and leave the old behind so that room for new things is made, you know. So this is what I'm seeing here. This is what the whole deck is saying, what we throw out, you know. And your date with Hobie involves, oh my gosh, you guys are drinking and talking. So you have this dinner date with Hobie. Isn't that beautiful? So maybe you love going on dinner dates. I don't know, but look at this beautiful card. So you can imagine you're sitting there and talking with Hobie about everything, you know. And later you guys go on something to drink. Look at this. So you're drinking with Hobie. And this is not good. Well, if this would be with another person, you know, but it's with Hobie. We know drunk Hobie. So maybe you smile now. Maybe it's this what you need, you know. And then I asked, what is universe? Yeah, what is Hobie telling you? Look at this. I'm excited for your big chance, wishing you the best, you know. So you're taking a chance to moving forward. And maybe you're telling this Hobie at a dinner date. And then I asked the universe, what is this healing? What comes out afterwards? What comes out after you move on? And it says self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Okay, because before you can, I think you met someone else here and you were quiet about this. And it's not Hobie. It could be, but it's not Hobie. No, you are just having the date with Hobie where you guys talk about everything. And Hobie is our sunshine. So Hobie is giving you a lot of hope and sunshine to move on, you know. And then this card came out. Isn't that cute? It says family, union, family ties, togetherness, and friendship. So what I feel here is that you move into a new family. This means you move towards having your own family if you have not already. I think it's with that new person. But you have to let this old behind. You have to leave this dependent relationship where this flower is dead, you know. You have to acknowledge this and you have to face your fears to leave this behind, you know. What I also see, if you have a family with that person you're still clinging to, you still will be part of this family, you know, even if you move on. Maybe that's your fear, to leave the family. And, you know, this is a big fear. That's why many women don't leave, you know, if you're married, because they fear to lose that family. But this card, I see, self-love is important, even if you are in a family. Even if you have a family with that person you're still clinging to, you know, but this won't go away. You can still have a family and have this self-love for yourself and move on with another person, of course, you know. And this is what you telling Hobie at this drinking date, I would say. So, you know why I did this? This is like a psychological thing, because you have like all this fear. And what I see here, if you imagine this drinking date with Hobie, not that you should imagine drinking or that drinking is good, you know, but if you imagine this dinner date, let's say dinner date with Hobie, and how you tell him of your hardships and of your, like, you wish to move on, but you actually feel yourself a little bit bound because you built blocks already with your other person. Maybe you have a family with the other person, but you wish to be free. Just imagine this. Just imagine this, talking with him. And yeah, that's why I did it. It's like a psychological thing. And the universe is saying, this is when your soul realizes that self-love is important, you know. So I wish you all the best. It's time for a new start. The clocks are ticking, you know. You might be 50 years old, I don't know. I have not, like, many people watching me who are 50, but I hope you guys do. So this is a beautiful dinner date with Hobie and talking and drinking. I mean, that's cute. So I hope this helps you a little bit. in your conquest to acknowledge your fears and break out, you know. But yeah, I hope so, you know. Maybe this is also how your house looks like right now, because this is an American house, no? It looks like a house in the United States on the beach. Look at this. Maybe this is even your house right now, but you want to break out and you always... Or the one you just met has this kind of house and it says in the future you will have a family with him on that beach, you know? So please take it as it resonates, but it is time, okay, Army? It is time with this pile. Bye, guys. So, hi, Army. So, next up is not a house. Actually, this is... Yeah, what is this? Some lights on the streets. It's a star made of 7 rays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's 8. Okay. Never mind. So, let's look who's representing that pile. Those of you who already have the winter package know, so it's Cook. So you having a date with Cook in the streets. So we put our Cookie here. Isn't this beautiful, this picture of him? So beautiful. I really loved his long hair. It's so beautiful, Cook. So beautiful. Okay. So if you chose that pile, and there's also this woman here, this is representing you. So maybe you chose that pile because you look like this, or, you know, maybe you were drawn to this, and it says, she who resists, fearless, resistant. And you say she has the dagger right at her hand, you know. She's very careful, you know, very careful person. So let's see what this date is all about, you know. So first I look into your situation. And we have the Lovers, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Magician. So what I see here is the Lovers can often represent a decision. So there was a decision you made. This is your family here. You see, there she makes a decision between her house and her friends. Like her group of friends that it's like her coven, you know, because she's a witch. So this is a decision you had to make, or you had to make maybe between your family and your friends, you know, where you belong to. And I see you're trying to manifest something. You know, you're trying to manifest, because I see that here, you know, this is like being up at night, trying to wish for something. So you're wishing for something bigger, and you work really hard on that. So this could be a job, this could be a new workplace, you know, a new school, a new friend circle, a boyfriend. This could be anything you're trying to create, and you make a decision, or you made a decision with that, with creating what you want and working hard for it. You had to leave something behind. I see that here. And it says she's fearless. Yeah, you made this decision. You work really hard on that, and you're trying to manifest something. I see here. And you're fearless. You go for it. That's why she has that. That's her idea. You know, the swords is sword energy. It's air energy. It's idea. You know, it's an idea. You could be an air sign though. You could also be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is the earth signs. But you think this, you go for justice. This what you're trying to manifest is what you deserve in your mind. You deserve that. You work really hard for it, you know. So, so what I really think is that you're trying to manifest something. And let's look at your dreams, what you dreamed. So, this is very interesting. It says shouting. Look at this. There's like the inner child that wants to come out. You see that? This is so cute. It's like your inner soul wants to get out something, you know, wants, like here, like you see how this gesture, this hands gesture, it's like she wants to bring out something. She wants to get out something. Very interesting. And then we have the unfinished symphony and a leg up. And if you see here the leg up, it's like a number 7. If you 4 and 3, number 7, and a leg up, you see here winter bear. So this is like, and you see the little star on that. Isn't that cute? So maybe Cook and Winter Bear are helping you, you know, to put a leg up. Maybe Taeyang is also your bias. But there's something unfinished inside of yourself that you're trying to manifest. It's not there yet. But you made a decision to go another path, to leave something behind for whatever wants to come out of yourself. It's like a gift. You shouted for this. If you dream of shouting that something wants to come out, you know, that's what the universe is saying. Something unfinished inside of yourself wants to come out, you know, wants to come out. So let's see what this date with Cook, what you can imagine so that it comes out, you know. Because the universe saying this gift of yours, whatever this is, you know what it is, Army, okay? If you resonate with that pyre, you know what it is, what wants to come out. So, the date is saying, stay optimistic. And it says, your dreams will come true. Don't give up before the wonder is happening. So you see here, this mermaid is waiting for Prince Charming, but Prince Charming is not there yet. You see that? But she shouldn't give up because he's coming. We can see him. Maybe she can't because she's, you know. Don't give up. Don't give up. Stay optimistic. Stay optimistic with whatever this is. Maybe it's not, you know, maybe your manifesting takes a very long time and you really wish that this happens, you know. And you're fearless. You moved fearless in your life. And what else? Oh, wait, that's what I'm doing later. So we have your date, and your date is really cool. So you are outside, because I saw that here, you know, you are outside watching fireworks, because I have the fireworks here. Isn't it cute? And look at this, Army. I leave that up to your imagination. Those are 2 legs. So maybe you're kissing Cook. So try to imagine this. Watching firework with Cook, staying optimistic, kissing him, having a wonderful date, you know. And what is he saying to you? What is he saying to you? Look at this. Believe. That's what you're not doing. You don't believe in whatever wants to come out, that you can make this happen. And Cook is saying, I believe in you. Look. I believe in you. So, you know, as I said in the past before, I did this to see what the universe wants you to imagine. So imagine kissing with Cook and watching fireworks. This is also a sign for new beginning, you know, the lights. It looks like firework here too. And Cook is saying, I believe in you. You know, it is all about the purpose. So it's saying you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. So there's a purpose. There's something that needs to come out of you, like some gift you possess, you have inside of you that helps others. It's your life purpose to get this out. And look at this. We have this. It's saying spring, new birth. vitality, fresh start. So maybe in spring, could also mean that maybe in spring this gift of yours shows itself, you know, that you don't even know right now what it is, but you will get help. Maybe because of the album 7, maybe that inspires you, because here I see the 7 and the leg up. So maybe the album inspires you to get this out. And I think it's some kind of music you're doing, or something with music, or something with the boys. But this helps people. It helps people, and it's your life purpose to get this out. Okay, so whatever this is so beautiful, you know. So just imagine that date with him, and then I think you will get this out, whatever is meant for you, you know. This is beautiful, Army. I hope you like that, okay? Bye, Army. So hi, Army. This is the next date if you chose this houseboat. So you have a date on a boat. So let's see who's your date partner. Those of you already know who have the winter package. So it's Jin. So let's get a photo of Jin. There we have him. Isn't that beautiful? He looks so different with his blonde hair here, doesn't he? Looks so different. But I love every hair color on Jin, on all the boys. I love every hair color, you know. Let's put this boat so we can see it. So there you go. Your date with the boys. So first I said I looked at your energy, so maybe you chose that woman or you chose the boat, you know, I don't know. Maybe you already know Jin was under there. So this card is saying, Carly, she who frees, liberation, unrestrained freedom. So you yearn for freedom. That's why your soul chose that pile. And a houseboat is not a house, you know. It's a boat. So I see it too, you know. It applies to me. Like, isn't that cute, this houseboat? It's like not what, you know, if you chose that, it's not a usual date, you know, to have on a houseboat. Of course, those are all not usual dates, you know, with our boys. But I looked at it the psychology way, you know, how can this date help you make your dreams come true? So let me check if it's focused, yeah. So let's see. First I asked, what is your situation right now in your life? This is very interesting. What came out is very interesting. Look at those cards. You could be a fire sign because there is here a lot of fire energy. Like fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, you know. And what I see here is the Hierophant we have. So this is like believing in something and then burning the books because you realized, you know, you believed in something wrong, you know. You believed in something that wasn't even there. And you are with a group of people that that made you finally see, you know. This could be army. This could be your friends, your family. But they made you see. You were blind before. And they made you see that what you believed in was not actually true. And that's why you want to free yourself. It could be a marriage also, because the Hierophant also stands for marriage. But this is dead now. It's time to finally see. And this is the Ace of Wands. And in this case, the Ace of Wands means having a whole new start. Having a whole new freedom. So you're leaving something what you believe in behind. Something you really were beliefs of yours. Strong. It could be a person that you were married to someone, or you had a very strong, very, how you say, a relationship that's very committed, yeah. Like a long time committed relationship, but you realized it was nothing that you, yeah, you were blind in a way. And there's a transformation going on. So if you feel like this is your pile, then this is your pile, you know. So you're going into a new start, you ended something. And the death card, it's not something that comes, you know. The death card is something you see. You foresee, kind of, you know. It's been a long time coming. So this is the card what you might see in your dreams, and you might be that magician that goes up to that wood, to that mountain. So you could dream of climbing a mountain, setting yourself free, you know, going onto a mountain. It's like setting yourself free. So this is what you could dream, you know. You see how this person is like not knowing if she should move or not. It's like you really want to go, but you're a little bit hesitant because, you know, this whatever rules you believed in, this was a very committed thing. Whatever this was is if those are rules or if those is a person you leave behind. But you leave this behind what you strongly believed in for a long time. You might be 40 years old because there's a 40. Yeah, and here we have it again. The universe showed you. The universe showed you this, whatever this was. It's not your game, you know. It was not for you. You just realized that before you were like, oh my gosh, I really love that person or something, you know. But you realize now, you took off the mask that this person is not for you. You could have been together for them for 6 years, you know. I really feel it's a long-term relationship or marriage even. Come to the edge. So you're jumping into the unknown. You're going into your own freedom. So this is what the situation is right now in your life. That's why you chose that boat, because that boat also means going into freedom, you know. Okay, so let's see what this date is about. And we have here, look at this. I want to put this away. So it says here, break out, you know. Look at this, it's beautiful. It's like, try something new in order to grow and learn. It's like you're jumping out of the water, you know. It's like even watching dolphins, probably, with Jin. So where is he taking you? So he's taking you to a coast. Look at this. Like you're going with that boat to that lighthouse tower. That's very interesting. Yeah, and then you're going into a W, how you say that? VW. This is being very free, you know. Just, I see here just going wherever the wind takes you with that boat, and this is like a very free-spirited date, you know. Just going anywhere the wind takes you. So please imagine being with Jin on the light tower, watching the waves, going into the VW, you know. Having a picnic maybe even. Visiting the countryside. This date is in nature. It's outside. What is Jin saying to you? He says, I care about you and I'm here. I'm here for you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. That's beautiful. Yeah, so I think when you imagine this, going on a trip, trying out something new, you know, maybe this houseboat even, maybe that's something you've never tried. So like going on a boat, because I see a lot of water here. This is mastering your emotions. Water, water, water. It's like, and here even, break out of this water, this emotion, you know. It's like you need to be calm in order to have this fiery new start. Right now, these emotions, they are running too high for you, you know. So I think what your head, the psychology wants to say to you with that date is, when you believe in, you know, if you imagine yourself being free with Jin, you know, breaking out of the rules, that's what you can do. You know, you can really step forward and break out of your usual surroundings, you know. And the thing is, it's all about evolution, see? You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path of love. And we have the male energy, masculine energy, male figure in your life, father figure. So what I see here is you're right now, because I see here you're hesitant to move that mountain, to go onto that mountain. And you need to be in your male energy to make this happen, to have this passionate new start, okay? Because I see here right now you're still, because of all the pinky colors here, you're still in your female energy, and that's when you're more receptive. You can't really break out, you know, but it says, this is German for break out. It's, you really need to be in your masculine energy. And I think if you imagine the state with Jin and how you're driving everywhere, and maybe you want to drive that car too, your whole being just comes more into this male power energy to break out, you know, to make this happen. Okay, Army? So that's what you learn on your date with Jin, is to have an evolution, especially in your heart chakra, and to break out of rules that are not for you, because you just realize this relationship or whatever this was, it's not for you. No, it's nothing for you. You don't want this anymore. And you need the freedom. Okay, Army? That's all what I have for you. I hope you liked that pile. Thank you, guys. Bye. So, hi, Army. Let's jump to our next date. And those of you who have the winter package, you guys already know who's behind that house, who's in that house. And it's Yoongi. Yay. So we get our Yoongi card. Let me see where it is. There it is. I love those pictures. They are so beautiful. Our cutie is so beautiful. So beautiful they are. Can you see that? Yes. Okay, so you chose that card because either you saw yourself in this person, like maybe you look like her, or you like the tattoo. And it's saying, Pearl, she who rises up, empower, uplift, elevate. So there's something about ascension. There's something about leveling up. And first I want to look at your tarot. So what's going on in your life right now? And I got the Four of Wands, which looks like marriage in this deck. And there again, we have like a priest. That's the King of Swords in a normal deck. He looks like a priest here. Doesn't it look like a marriage? So you guys could be married. And we have the Emperor. The Emperor is like someone in control, someone in power. Because it also says empower, uplift, elevate. Because this here for me is marriage. This is a legal, like a relationship, because the Four of Wands always says also a relationship. And this is a legal relationship, you know. What is a legal relationship, you know? It's a marriage. Because I see the priest here in the couple. So, plus the Emperor is here. And either this relationship you're in is very controlling. Yeah. Let me see the cards. It's like he's standing on winter, you know, and winter is like cold. So what I feel here, that this relationship, it gives me kind of a cold vibe. I also feel very cold right now, and I don't feel like this cozy atmosphere, what you feel when you look at the Four of Wands, you know. It's for me, it's a very cold. So maybe your marriage has gotten very cold. So that's why, oh my gosh, look at she looks like she's freezing. Look at this. She's holding herself like she's embracing herself. Yeah, the universe just says cold. So I would say because there's someone controlling this, or there's someone in power, or maybe the other one of you is working all the time, because you see here the emperor, he has a lot of responsibilities. You keep this marriage up because of the many responsibilities you have, but actually there are no feelings really anymore. It's all cold, you know. That's the King of Swords, and especially with this here standing there in winter and looking at the tree that's like no leaves on there. So I feel this marriage here is gotten cold, and you just stay together because of the people around you. Yeah, that's what I think. That's it, guys. Okay, so if you resonate with that, you might have dreamed. Let's see what you dreamed. I got this card from the universe, and this is about writing. And what I think, it's funny, there's a Y on there. Look at this. There's a Y for Jungi, and there are Pisces, like fishes, you know, for his star sign. I mean, right now it's Pisces season, you know. And yeah, like maybe you are a very creative person, but you cannot live your creativity in this cold surroundings, because here it's nothing colorful. Like if I look at this card, this is a very warm person. You look at this brownish reddish color, and this is signifying you, and you are pearl. See, you are a pearl, so something very seldom. And this gift you have, you might even be different than those persons, and even the one you married, or the one you're in the relationship with, if you're not married. But I see here a very warm person in this cold atmosphere, and you cannot really express yourself, whatever this cold atmosphere is. It could also be a father, a person who's like a father, who's very controlling your relationship. But I feel more this is a relationship, and you keep it together for the people around you, you know. And you want to express yourself, but you can't. So it might be that you write, that you have like a journal, a secret journal, you know, where you write in your stuff. You might dream about this, so that you want to express, or the inner, your how do you say, your psyche wants to express your creativity. And also I got the cards, a change in the wind. Look at this. It's like you know, the birds are people talking. So what I see here with this marriage or relationship that's only kept up for the people, I see here that you might be afraid that if you change the situation and you leave, that people are talking and people are flying away. You see that? How the birds are flying away, and the zebra is then, you know, alone with all the, maybe with a house, maybe you have to pay a house with that person, and other people are helping. And if you leave the situation and you think you might make your own dreams come true, you express your creativity, maybe you are afraid that, you know, there is no help anymore, people would leave you. That's what I get. So this is a very specific message, guys. You also get signs from the universe. I feel here the angels sent you feathers, because here are feathers running down, and all what you want is peace. All what you strive for is peace. I think you're very much in your head about this whole situation, because you don't know what to do. I see that here also with the King of Swords. The swords is like air energy, that's like thoughts. You think about this a lot. You really want to express yourself, but you can't. That's maybe why you write a secret journal. But there's some kind of fear you have to overcome, okay, for the change. But the change is in the wind already. So the universe is preparing you by sending you maybe feathers. Maybe you see birds a lot, because I see here a lot of birds. Here also, see that army, there are birds. So maybe you see birds a lot to tell you there's change coming. Okay, so this is your situation. So if this doesn't resonate, maybe this pile is not for you, or just please take what resonates, So let's see what the date with Jungi is. And it says, erkunde deine Möglichkeiten. Explore your possibilities, And it says, it is time. And again, we have the pearl here. Look at this. This is amazing synchronicities here. Look at this, Army. This is your inner child that wants to come out. Your inner child that craves for exploring new things. Because I think it's gotten very cold here. If you see this relationship doesn't give you any nourishing anymore, And it says it's time to think about other possibility and to change. Again, we have change. There is change here, guys. And you still are afraid a little bit of this change, Let's see what I got for cards for the Jungi date. So this is funny, but I got going to the, maybe you have also blonde hair, I don't know, but I got this card for exploring your possibilities, going on a fair and having fun. That's what you do with Jungi, and going into a bar. I mean, of course, if you're on a date with Jungi, you go into a bar, of course. So you go to a fair and to a bar and you have a good talk. And, why do we do this? I said this also in the other piles. Why do I do this imaginary date with Jungi? And, of course, I explain more about your situation in your life right now. But I feel like to activate that what you have to change is because you love our boys so much. And maybe you chose that pile because you were drawn to the person or to the house, Maybe Jungi isn't even your bias. But by imagining, this date with him, maybe it means something that you must go on a date with him, this imaginary date. By imagining this, your psyche, maybe connects the dots and I don't know, it helps you a little bit. That's what I thought. That's why I did this date, because why should I do for you an imaginary date with Jungi or with the other boys? You don't go on a real date with them and it doesn't make any sense to. But the thing is, if you imagine this, and that's why I draw these mood cards, by imagining sitting with Jungi in a bar, we don't know anything in how the mind works exactly, So by doing that, sorry, I'm drinking a coffee beside that. But by doing that, I think it kind of helps, So please, when you go to bed or something, just imagine this wonderful date with him, And what is he saying to you? He's saying to you, the way you follow your dreams is inspiring, okay? So maybe you have a dream you want to make come true. Maybe it's about writing. There's something creative I feel here in this pile. Something creative that couldn't come out yet, because either a father is saying no to this, or either a family situation is saying no, or your husband or your wife or your friends, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, someone is saying no and is controlling the whole thing. But you are this pearl. You want to rise up. It's all about elevation. We saw that. Okay. So and then I asked the universe, what is it when you imagine the state with him? Going on a fair and sitting in a bar and drinking with him. What is it? This changing. And those cards came out. Creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. So I think it's amazing how, this all fits kind of together. And this card came out. That's what your soul wants. This card is always what your soul wants. And it says change, transformation, growth, beauty, spread your wings and fly. So by imagining this date with him, and you're a very creative person, I think you can do that. You activate some kind of creativity in your mind, and maybe this pearl then is not afraid anymore of the change that's coming, you know, because the universe is saying the change is coming. And especially your soul wants the peace, you know, and there's an egg is always for a new beginning. And this egg wants to be open, you know, the change is coming, guys. And yeah, I wish you a lot of luck. I hope you can find the inner strength to bring that change about whenever this is. If you don't feel it right now, then just wait a little while. You know, the universe is telling you when it's coming in. And I think it's a beautiful date. I could imagine going on a date with Jungi in the bar. He would be very happy, probably, going with you guys in the bar. Okay? So that's all I have for this pile. Bye, guys. Bye. So hi, welcome to our next reading. Our next house, we're crashing. We're going on a date too. Sorry guys, I'm drinking coffee beside that. So why do I do this? You know, I said it also in the other piles. You know, it makes no sense to just imagine a date with the guys, you know, with our cuties. But I want to show you, first I look into your situation. You chose that piles because you chose the woman I showed the picture, or you chose the house, you know. That's all what I gave you for your, you know, for your mind to choose it. And the thing is, if we look at the date, you know, and I tell you, it is important to imagine this date with the guys, you know, imagine that, because it can activate something in your mind, you know, not, like when a change is there, like in Pal Jungi, there was a change coming and you are afraid to do that change. So maybe by imagining this wonderful date with one of the guys, you're just ready then, you know, just can activate some power in you. That's why I'm doing this, okay, guys? Just in case you're wondering why I talk about an imaginary date. So here we have, let's see, if you know the winter package, you know who is representing that pile, because you already know who's behind that house, and we look. So it's Jiminy. So let's get a picture of our Jiminy. I have the big ones. They are beautiful, those pictures. I really love them for our boys. So beautiful. Okay, there you go. That's Jiminy. And yeah, we have this card came out. So maybe you chose this card because you like that woman. Maybe you look like her. Or you chose it because you like the house you want to crash. So it says, she who sees, observe, perceive, scrutinize, Makita. Beautiful, isn't it? She who sees, she has a mask on, but she's kind of taking the mask away, like elevating the mask. And this is, so something you see, something, what happens, we will look at it now. What is it, what you're seeing? What is it, what's happening? So we have the Six of Swords, and those cards are a little bit scary, you know, if you look like it. Six of Swords, the Judgment. That's a very interesting card when I looked at it, you know. It's like talking about past lives. And the Elemental of Cups, you know, emotions. Yes. So let me tune in the energy and let's see what the universe is saying. I think you lived like I think you have gone through a lot in your life until now. It doesn't matter how old you are, but you experienced a lot. This is what the Six of Swords stands for. I mean, this is a card where a house is burning and you have to move away and you're losing everything, or you're leaving everything behind. You know, if this house is burning, you're also losing everything tangible, you know, everything in your hands, like what you have acquired. I mean, not knowledge, not experiences, but you know, like things. you know, and that's what you had to leave a lot of things behind already, you know. It could be that you build up a business but you had to close it, or you studied 6 years something and you didn't finish it. You just, you know, you just went away because you think it wasn't for you. Something like that, where you build your life around a thing. It could be a relationship that was going on for 6 years, and you know, somehow you broke up and you had to leave. So something you built up in your life, you had to leave, and I think you did this a lot, maybe 6 times already. And that's why, you know, you might be in therapy, I don't know, but here it's talking about past lives. It's like she's talking to that woman about her past lives. You see that? So what I see here, that maybe you became spiritual on the path, because this is a very spiritual card. I mean, only if you're spiritual you believe in past lives, you know. Well, of course you could not be spiritual and believe in past lives, so that's very seldom, you know. So this is also talking about the past. It doesn't have to be past life. So you might, these two cards show me you've been through a lot. You've been through the ringer in your life, no matter how old you are. And this is all the emotion, like it's like you're in water. It means those are all the emotions, but you kind of hid them somewhere in your mind, in your psyche, you know. You didn't let them out. And I think you're in a place right now where you feel compassion, where you feel love, and you finally see, because she sees, maybe before you were wearing this mask, and you were not seeing why this all happened to you, why you had this past that's really haunting you, you know. Maybe something happened, could also be a drama that happened, and you couldn't see why, you know. Maybe you were asking yourself a lot, why does that happen to me? And but you didn't show people. You put like that mask on, you know, to hide that. You didn't want to show people, and it's like you were drowning in your own emotions, you know. It was time to, even if you are in therapy, or if you know, if you, maybe this could also mean talking to other people about your past. It doesn't need to be therapy, but you were drowning in your emotions, you know. You're a very emotional person. I see that here. You could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's time to let it out. And maybe you finally see that what this was all about. And now you move into an happier life, you know. Because I see here, this card also shows me you accept your emotions. You let them in. By taking off the mask, you let your emotions in. You don't hide them from people anymore, but you did before, you know. So what you dream a lot about is this masquerade card. And here we have again the, isn't it amazing how the synchronicities come out? Again, we see people wearing masks, you know, pretending. So it could be that you were pretending happiness, even though you were sad and you were drowning in your emotions, just that people don't ask you about your past. Or it could be that you really accepted your past and you're moving on now, and yeah, you just want to be happy for once in your life, you know. I feel like this is the energy here. You just, you see now why everything happened, and you take off that mask, you know, and you want to be happy yourself. Yeah, you want to feel joy and happiness. That's what I see. Yeah. And that's what's coming in. Look, I got those cards too. The poised card, so accepting everything, you know, feeling poised. This is like the ultimate card of happiness. Look at this. And this is coming in, you know. So celebration. And here, happy, happy. You found the key. You see how that woman is dancing on the egg? That's a new beginning. And I feel that really coming in strong here, because the Judgment card is also talking about, like, that's almost at the end of the big arcana in tarot. So that means also starting all over, starting new, starting without your mask. Okay? And this will bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of being poised, a lot of, you found the key. You found the key, you put in this new start, and finally you see that, look at how those cards, that they almost look like the same posture, doesn't it? Look at this. It's like by accepting your past and feeling that this belongs to you. It's almost like this inner child song from Taeyangi, where he describes that the past we had, it's like we had to go through that in order to mature, and this is what you're seeing. You're seeing that the past belongs to you. It's nothing you have to be ashamed of. It's nothing that you have to mask. And finally, this world is opening up for you. So there will come a lot of happiness in for you, It's beautiful. So I asked the universe let's look at this date with our beautiful Gemini. And I think Gemini fits perfectly to that. I mean, he's such a compassionate person. He will cheer you up with that. Yeah, and look at this. We got friendship. Look at this. They're having a party. It says, meet your friends in one day play with your friends. Meet for playing with your friends one day. Isn't it cute? And here we have again the underwater scene. So accepting your emotions. Talking about your emotions with friends. Accepting that. And, don't hide it. Don't hide behind that mask because you're not always that person. You can talk about your feelings. And this is what's coming in, You have a very cute friendship day. So what are you doing with Gemini? Let's look. Yeah. Look at this. I got this is like a couple sitting, or not a couple, but a woman and a man sitting outside on a campfire and talking. So that's what you guys doing. You're sitting there and talking. I see that here too, that's like this card, talking with your friends about your emotions, talking with him. And also you're doing, that's cute, isn't it? You're doing cookies together. So imagine this date, this friendship date with Gemini. Baking cookies and talking to him about your life. Imagine this in your mind. Talk with him in your mind about your past, And I think the universe is saying here, this will help you a lot living this new beginning, Okay, what is he saying to you? And he's saying what you would probably say to him too. I admire your kindness. Isn't that beautiful? So you're a very kind person. I saw that here with the water. You're very giving. You're a very giving person. But before you have closed up your whole personality because of the past you lived. And please, open yourself. Please take off that mask. That's why you dream maybe about masquerade balls, having a mask on. I don't know. But this is your psyche actually telling you, step into this non-masked life where open up to your friends about your feelings here. This is feelings. Open up. And then I asked the universe, if you imagine this date with Gemini, what it is that is changing, and what is your soul craving for. And then we had, look at this card, it's very cute, satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Because that's why you were wearing that mask. Because you think that people only love you if you are happy all the time, But that's not the truth. You have a friendship. If you have true friendship with people, you can talk with them about everything, Please value your friends on that. Know who your true friends are. If you open up about your story and, people will accept you. I mean, the past is that what has shaped us, and sometimes our soul signs up for bad stuff, we have to go through in order to elevate our soul, It says, observe, you observe that everything was necessary what you lived. And still you have your kindness. That's beautiful. And as I said before, this is what actually Taeyangi is singing in children. In a child song. And this came out, here. Unconditional love, purity, innocence, nurturing. especially purity. Like, you can also better nourish other people if you are in your true self. If you don't wear a mask, you can nourish people better because you can talk about your experiences and they can talk about theirs, you know. So please imagine this date with Jiminy, baking cookies and talking. I thought that was cute. Okay, Pal Jiminy? So that's all what I have for you. And I hope this works. I hope it helps you a little bit to find back to yourself what the universe is saying. And yes, let's move to our last pile, okay? Bye, guys. So, hi, guys. This is the last pile for today. And if you chose that house, I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? I was stunned when I saw that house. I thought, wow, this looks like a palace. So, I don't know why they did winter package like this, that they had the houses and behind the houses the guys. I don't know. But it fits this reading perfectly. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. So, if you chose that pile, it's the last pile for today. And if you have winter package, you know who was on the back. So it's our Tangy, our cutie. So this is his picture and this is our last pile for today. And as I said before, why am I doing this reading? I'm doing this reading, you know, the imaginary dates with our guys. I mean, you know, why should I do an imaginary date with our guys? It doesn't make any sense, you know. But I also talk a little bit about your situation. And I don't talk much about the dates. I just want to give you like a spark, what you can think of, what you can imagine in your mind. And by imagining, we see what the universe is saying, what happens, you know, why you should imagine this, what the universe tries to heal. This is all about healing, okay? So, in the first card we had, and you choose either by looking at the card. This is Jenna, and it's saying stillness, purity, and quiet. We also see the owl here for wisdom. It looks like a princess, you know. Looks like someone who really lives in that palace, right? Look at this. Wow. It really fits together. I'm always stunned about how the universe throws out those cards, you know. Always stunned. It's amazing. So maybe you chose that because you chose the house, you know, or you chose her, but she looks very majestic. She who calms. And I mean, that's our Teangi right there, you know. She who calms. So let's see what this is all about. First, I look at your situation in your life. And we have the Six of Pentacles. What this is all about, like leveling up in your job situation, getting a contract, getting the job you want, you know, something like that. We have the Ten of Cups. This is the ultimate happiness card, and we have the rainbow right there. Our tiny rainbow. This is, look at this, looks like armies. Armies celebrating the win. And then we have the sun. The sun is the most beautiful card in the universe. I see here she draws the sign of protection. So you are protected by the universe. The universe is saying everything is good, you know. So, she who calms, I think stillness, purity. I think you worked really hard. That's what I'm seeing here. You worked really, really hard towards something. And you got it, you know, you made it. I see here this card, the guy is giving her the promotion. Even this looks like a light stick, doesn't it? It looks like the army bomb. Look at this. Maybe you get a job at BigHit. We hope, huh? That would be amazing, right? Oh my gosh, look at this. There's the pentacles. So money. There's some money coming in, a gift coming in. Yeah, something like that. Amazing, isn't it? Very amazing. I love it. And the universe is saying, well, everything is fine. Look at this. Everything is fine. Maybe you worked so hard and now this is the universe saying you worked so hard for it. It's okay to take a pause. Celebrate with your friends, with your family. Be happy. You have reached everything what you wanted, and the sun is shining for you. You are protected, You can be happy. You can enjoy the scenery at the beach. So what I also see, maybe you also want something like a love, that you're craving for love in your life. Someone who is like you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think you're looking for someone you can have this happy family with. I mean, this is a group of people. But for me, this is also the Leo card, fire sign. Maybe you are a Leo. You could be a water sign and you could be an earth sign. But you have everything you reached in your job. I mean, there's a promotion. You have everything in your job life. But it's very still. I see here also quiet. Maybe you have a soul relationship, because I see that here too. And for me, I mean, if I have Taeyang's pile, it's always about soul relationships. I don't need to ask. That's what Big Tay is giving me. He's almost every time giving me in Taeyang's pile about the soul relationship. So, and the 10 of Cups is a signifier of this too. So the stillness could also mean that you are, because here the wisdom, you know what's going on. You know there's someone out there for you. Because she's wearing this white. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love this card. She's wearing that white dress, almost like a wedding dress, So you're ready to get married. You're ready for your person. But it's not time. The person is not in your life because she's alone at the beach. Look at this. She has her kids here. And maybe those are not your kids. Maybe those are friends' kids. And you're sitting alone on the beach. I see that here strongly. And you are protected. This is also the sign for a soul relationship. I strongly see a soul connection here, yeah, with this one too. So what I see here, yes, now I got it. Yay! What I see here in job, you have reached everything, cannot do anything more, and you're looking for your partner. You're waiting for the one that fulfills this group of people. So this could be army, this could be you in an army circle, okay? But you're alone, you're waiting for the one. But you're very happy already. It's not that you're desperate. You're still, you're quiet. This woman doesn't look desperate. She looks like she's waiting. It's beautiful. So what you have seen in your dreams, it's also sand. And we have the beach here. Wow. Yeah, the sand means time for me. So maybe you're waiting for a long time for your soul relationship to come true. Maybe you're on the journey, because I see that guy here. You're on the journey, and there are many planes that got stuck in the sand. So many you tried different paths, but you never got there. So you're like on a mission, on a journey to find the one. That's what I think it is. So you might dream this often. That the time is running out. Le Petit Prince is here. This is the little prince. It's all about the prince holding his rose, and saying that the rose is the most beautiful for him. So that's another sign for me. You're looking for the one, and I feel this is a soul connection. Because I also got this card. Yeah, look at this. It's like That's like, it says breathe. It's like meditation. It's like in 5D, you are together, you guys. So maybe all of you who have a soul relationship chose that pile, So you manifest that person, you're already in contact with them, but only in your mind. You get signs maybe from the universe, feathers or something, And here we have again, that's in this deck, the soulmate card. The loyal heart card. So there are two owls, a prince, like the king and the queen. They are there and they're already together. Look at this. But they are together only in 5D. It's up in the air. It's not in reality right now. That's why you're alone on the beach, You're alone on the beach. But the universe is saying, yeah, this person is with you. This person is with you. They know of that. But they, right now, they are not in 3D together with you. But that's fine, Sometimes we just have to wait and just do our soul mission. And if this relationship is meant for us, then, you know, it will happen. So now let's go to the date. I asked what is happening when you imagine this date. And again, we have the card of stillness. And it says, you have worked hard, calm down, you know, and sleep for a while. So you're very exhausted because the journey is like not easy, you know, going on that soul journey is not an easy part. If you have a soul connection, you guys know who also has a soul connection. It's not that easy. It's like you're alone all the time and you still feel you are in a relationship, you know, and you don't know why, because you're not actually in reality, you know. And this has nothing to do with being the Lulu. It's just you also realize that, well, if it is the Lulu, you won't experience growth. You won't experience progress in this relationship. You won't experience growth yourself. So this is a big indicator. So for everyone that asks me, how do I know that I'm in a soulmate or in a relationship, like not in a relationship, in a soul connected relationship, you realize it when you grow yourself. You become a different person. You change over time. Okay, it's like you gonna change. You change like everything. Your looks change. Like your outside perception changes. The people you are with changes. Like if you are in a soul relationship, all like friends around you change during time. I mean, this doesn't happen in 2 months, you know, this happens over years. You get a whole different circle of friends. But the thing, what really is stunning is you change how you view life and you change your person. So this is the perception, but you also change characteristics of you. And this is what's never happened in a relationship. Like if you have a Delulu relationship and you're trying to imagine to be with a star, maybe, you know, then this never happens, you know. This, you don't change characteristics, because also in a normal relationship, like if you are together with someone and you try to change them, you cannot, you know. People only can change themselves, and if we try to change another person, it won't work, you know. But the thing is, in a soul relationship, you don't even want it, but you change by chance, you know. It just happens. Like your whole value system changes. And this is an indicator for that. Like if you know of someone, you love someone, you have a crush maybe, or you have met someone and you had a turbulent relationship and this person is out of your life, but you still cannot forget them. Like even if there are years in between, and from the time you met them until the years gone by, you have changed like drastically, then you know it's a soul relationship. This is meant to be your change. So that the universe can put you into the task you are meant to be for, you know. That's why you have to change. It's to break that belief system away from you, what's not serving you anymore, okay? So for everyone asking themselves if they are in a soul relationship, that's one indicator that everything changes. You are not the same person, but you have to look over years. You cannot say it from a month, you know. Okay, so what is the state with Teangi like? It's like relaxation. And what I got, it's very interesting. I got this. And I think this is so cool because, I mean, he's loving horse riding. And you know what I just thought? Because when I put down the cards, I did this some time ago because I already prepared readings like weeks ago. And I just leave them here until I'm ready to do the reading. But I prepare them sometimes in advance. And I prepared this before On came out. So I didn't know he was holding hands in that song. Okay? But here we have, again, this holding hand. So he holds your hand. So please imagine this. Teangi holding your hand, maybe like dancing with you. And then we have this. And I don't know what to do with this, but that's a breakfast. So you can imagine whatever you want, you know. Maybe you just come home after the horse riding, you just have appetite to eat breakfast. So this is what the universe wants you to imagine. And then I asked, what is he saying to you, you know? And the universe says this. He's saying, I'm proud of you. So you have made it a long way, Army. If this is your pile and you are in this kind of a soul relationship, he's saying, I'm proud of you. You made it already a big way. You still have to hold on, you know. A soul relationship is divine timing. You cannot rush anything. You cannot make anything yourself. You cannot control the situation. You just can sit there and meditate and breathe, you know. That's all what you can do. Just breathe and you live your life, you know, and you will see if this person comes into your life or not. That's what's happening. That's why soul relationships are not always like happy, dinky daddy. I don't know. And I asked the universe, what's coming out of this if you imagine this with him, you know? And they're saying, you need to be a little bit more spontaneous. So spontaneity came out. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situation. Isn't that cute? So maybe you're a very careful person that's like, you know, especially in job situations, you always play on a very safe situation, you know, and the universe is saying, well, just be spontaneous. Like this kind is suggesting, you know, just go to the beach when you want to. Just do this, even if you are alone and your loyal heart is with you in your heart. You know, your person's always there, always in your heart. They don't have to be present in reality, you know. And look at this. I thought this is stunning. This is stunning. This came out. Finding balance, acceptance, we are the same. All is one. The yin and the yang on the world. The stars. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh, there are 7 stars. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. This is Tianyi saying love all 7. Isn't it beautiful? I thought this is amazing. Even the colors fit again. Oh my gosh. So yes, if you asked yourself and you picked that pile, if you have a soul relationship with someone, yes, you have. Sometimes you also confuse the persons. This happens because this person is not in your real life. You know, sometimes you could have had like 3 exes and you don't know which one of them is your soulmate, you know. So you can find that out with time only, you know. You have to wait till the universe shows you. Sometimes you mix up the wrong people and you think, oh my gosh, he's my soulmate. And then you find out, oh my gosh, it's someone else, you know. This happens. This is part of the journey, you know. And but if you ask yourself if you have some kind of connection, yes, you have. Yes, this is a confirmation again. Yes, you have. And maybe by imagining, you know, if you imagine the state with him, maybe by doing that, you can activate that acceptance, because here it's all about acceptance, being spontaneous, doing things alone, you know. And you have reached so much, and also about like taking a nap, you know. It's okay to just relax and just lay down. You've done everything, because I think here sometimes you wonder what else can you do on the journey? Where else can you go? How can you find this person? And the universe is saying you need to relax. This is a soul relationship. There's nothing you can do about it, you know. So I hope this could help you, universe. I hope the universe could help you. And guys, have a wonderful time. And I'm saying goodbye now. Bye.